Hi, good morning and welcome back. Um, yesterday, I was in my little feelings, I gotta say, and I went off because it's so funny. So let's talk about this. Let's really, really talk about this seriously. Now, right? You have young, educated, you know, people in PNC, as I should say, and putting in the work. I could call, two names I'm gonna use this morning. James Bond, Tandai McAllister. Yes, Tandai McAllister is my sister, but I know the work she put in. I don't know James Bond, but I see the work he put in. Let me tell you, I see the work that guy put in campaigning into election for the PNC. We all see he stand up in front of the protest line. We all see the pilot in his back. We all see those things. We see the work. I could tell you personally, I followed James Bond when was election season and election day, follow up the election day. I see how he put in the work through, we would call it the ghetto, and now people saying scrape and all that, but we would say those time the ghetto youths get them out of vote, because the time we didn't get to nobody youths out of vote, youths didn't voting. James Bond did that, and I would always give him that. Do I agree with a lot of statements that he said? No, but that doesn't mean I'm going to take his crown away from him. No, I would not take that crown away from him. So I see him put in the work. Listen, I could tell you, I remember even one incident when this guy was in at James Street selling, and James Bond was there mobilizing people to go out and vote. And this guy there was like, I ain't going to vote. I got to sell. Nobody don't give me nothing. We get those sort of people and so on. James Bond say, how much money you have in the car there? And, the guy call him money. James Bond pay for it and then share it out for just to get one vote. So I see him, right? I see him. Um, I remember I always say James Bond is the one that bring home that election in Well, what year was the election when APNU, after PNC 23 years in office, when APNU went back in office? And it was anyway, listen, my brains are working too good right now, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I could tell you James Bond bring home that election for PNC APNU. He put in that work. He had a slogan. I can't even remember the slogan right now off my head. Listen, I did not even go back and check things out, so I'm just talking off my head, so please excuse me. But he had a slogan for the youths. That time he bring on the youth, just like, oh no, when get all the youths to come out and vote for him. That is how James Bond did it. Get all the youths to come out and vote for him, and he helped bring in that election, right? For the AP and UPNC slash, or we want to call it. So I see him, right? But the thing is about it. Oh, before I go there, so let me go now to Tandai. Now, Tandai McAllister is my sister, right? Tandai, young, educated black woman. Listen, she campaigned in Granger time hard, really hard. We all see on campaign trail, campaigning hard. They got even time during the campaign. APNU, PNC didn't even have the finance. A lot of things she had to use her own money on, and all these things, right? Go beg somebody for this, that, the tarot. Campaign hard. We see she campaign hard. We see she call out Jack Dio. We see all these things. Campaign hard. No. My question is, right? When these people campaign so hard and do all these things, and then PNC, yes, PNC leaders, right, overlook them, overlook them, kick them to the curve, kick them to the curve. Now, this is very important, people. Let me tell you something. As this campaign now that we witness, I keep saying, I said, look at these people. They don't understand. They had no grown man talking directly to the youths. You understand? You got to talk people language. No, not high and mighty in suit and saying, oh, we have no this record, we record clean, we not in this and we not and take. No, you gotta talk to the people. You gotta relate to certain people. So you gotta get that grown man. James Bond was that grown man for PNC that could have relate with the ghetto youths, certain people. He could have done that. You gotta get those people. And so when I see they running the campaign, I was like, we're wrong to these people, right? People laugh at win party with Doggy. And I said, you guys laughing at Doggy? Y'all didn't even realize what's going on. You gotta get somebody to relate to those people. So Doggy was there for the win party, relating to the underdogs, I call it, the underdogs. You understand? Y'all calling it scraping now, ghetto youths, whatever. He was related to them. They see him. Yes, and they listening to him. At the end of the day, people would listen to him. You get a lot of followers. You get the type of people. And guess what? All votes matter. So come back. So we have, this is two. I mean, we get more. We could call Amanza name too, right? So we got these people because Amanza put in a lot of work and people, a lot of PNC supporters vote for Amanza because they were mad with what PNC did to her leaders. So we gotta, put it down on the floor as it is. No, when PNC leaders push out these people, don't see the value of these people, the work these people is putting in. They don't see it. These are people to be kept in your party. Very important people. And to keep these people, you gotta give them position. They are qualified for position, but yet you overlook them. You understand? You can bring somebody, because I see a lot of people 2015 after they go into opposition, I see a lot of people went into parliament. And who's them? This are the supporters. Who's them? Where they come from? We didn't see them on the campaign trail. We didn't see them putting in the work. But yet you give them position over those people that put in the work, right? So then the thing is about it, why then, when these people move on with a career, well, choose, they might go over to PPP or whatever party is available for them, or, whatever, and advance in their career. Supporters for the PNC would start dragging these people, calling them all kind of snake, betrayal, this, that. But they're not calling out PNC for kicking these people to court, not giving them position. I see even now people are shaming these same people. Oh, you ain't got no kind of position in the PNC. You only get member of parliament. You only get this secretary, this, that, that. But guess what? PNC didn't even give them nothing. The work that they put in for PNC, PNC overlooked them. So why are we shaming them for a party just giving them some little thing that's a just giant or whatever, but the party that they were fighting for, that get bullets for whether it's pellets or whatever, fight hard, stand up for this party. They did not give them nothing. They overlook them, no position, but yet we can laugh at the position they get in a new party that a giant just come in. You just come in a party, we didn't expect you to run at the top. But what about the party that they were in, taking bullets for, standing up for, did not hit, didn't do anything for them, right? So let's talk about that. Before you shame somebody, go to your PNC leaders and ask them why they didn't do for the people that stand up for them before that. You want to, yes. So we gotta ask, or you gotta go and ask your leaders from the PNC why they keep pushing out strong people that, you know, beneficial, I should say, beneficial to the party. Why they push them out? Ask your leaders that. Ask your leaders why they didn't give them no position, right? Why you have strong people that people relating to and you're doing nothing for them. But yet people like criticizing them and calling them all sort of name after the party give them the boots, right? They have no use for them anymore. And they go now and they join the next party. You're calling them all sort of names, all sort of names. But you and asking your party, what a get when they were doing all of that for your party, when they were doing all this with the PNC, when they were putting in all this work, right? You not asking them why was the reason that you don't keep these people, you don't do things to keep these people. You gotta do things. Listen, nobody in study, nobody in and qualify and all these things. And they ain't growing. Nobody want to stay at a place they're not growing, that nobody get use for them. You understand? We use you for this season election. You stand up, you fight, you campaign hard, you do all we got to do with any frontline battle, battling for them. But when it's important position, you choose people that people don't even know about. And then you want to ask yourself, why y'all lose supporters? You think people's not watching that? Yes, you get one or two few supporters can can run and rally behind PNC no matter what they do. But they gotta ask themselves, why you think they lose so much of supporters? You think people and see them? You think people and see them? You think people and decide, okay, this person go here, Tandai go here. I can give she vote because of Tandai. Let me give vote because of James Bond. Let me give this vote because of Amanza. You know, I see that and say, oh, it's not no particular vote. Yeah, it's not no particular vote, but you're out of government and opposition. So it means it's a lot. So when you're telling yourself it's not too much, you didn't carry too much votes, it's sure that you're out. And it's for a reason. When you get people in front line, strong people in front line, that mean they get a base behind them. You understand? They get a base behind them. People see the work. I remember one guy in James Street, Albystone. Tell James Bond, hello, I only going out on vote because of you. I only doing because of you. I hope they get your position and this and that. So a lot of people only come out because it's James Bond. A lot of people only come out and vote because it's Tandai and these are the things. So when you kick all these people, Amansa, so on and so on, when you kick all these people, right? And put in people that have no base, you understand? People is not related to them. We all you see is a strange face pop up, right? Pop up. And I remember when Granger make up the opposition list, a lot of supporters was like, where this one come from? Who's she? Who's that's all supporters were, right? The supporters said, but around, why did this person in campaign, this person is doing this? Oh God. So people were seeing that. And then they ask themselves why they even get opposition. People were seeing these things. You cannot have people on ground doing certain things that bringing in people, that people see they bringing in people. You understand? And when it's position time, you just kick these people out of bringing people that people don't even know. What you been doing? A lot of people ask, who's she? Who's he? Who you bring to the party? I didn't see this person on campaign trail. I didn't see this person. That is how people, I could tell you, that's how people the question, even me, the questioning, like, who's this person? I didn't see them on campaign trail. You imagine nobody is seeing this person, but when it comes to a position, you kick the person that was putting in the work. You understand? Not only qualified, but was putting in the work. putting in the work for you, and then you just give them the boots, right? Bringing fresh people, because you see this person fighting on the road, and this person was doing this, doing that. Oh, we want this type of people in parliament. We want decent people in parliament. Okay. So who you think is bring home election? Those same fighters, those same brown fighters, but you gotta keep them. You can't sideline them, and then expect them to sit down until next election when you want them for come again. Come on, you think these people don't have a career? These people have ambition. These people want to move on. Huh? Really? So you think these people not gonna go nowhere? So then these supporters, these PNC supporters now, gonna come now and bashing these people for moving on. Ask your leaders for PNC why they did not give these people position to hold them. Why they didn't hold the loyal supporters? You understand? Then you call them snake. How they become a snake? I would say is the leaders is snake because the leaders see the work that they put in and they take them for granted. Oh, we need you now. Oh, you were in a campaign trail, you do this, you do that, you stand up in protest line, you get bullet, you get this, but guess what? We need, we want decent and people who name and calling and this and that in parliament. But they did not put in the work, right? But remember, the supporters watching. That's where I get it wrong. The supporters watching and the supporters like, what the hell going on with them? Where these people come from? These people don't fight for we. These people don't stand up for we. It's like a manza. People relate to manza because we see her on the ground. We see her. You turn something happen, we see her. This happen, we see her. We see her. So people relate to her. You understand? People relate to her. So now you're running a campaign. And then the people that people relate to is not on no list or anything, but the people that we know nothing about, we will see do nothing about is there. So how you think your campaign running? It don't work so. You understand? If you had people, I'm telling you, if PNC had people like Amanza, James Bond, Tanya McAllister, I tell you, there would have been in government. Whether the one stifle the conscience or not, and they want to tell the truth, they want to make all kind of excuse. They run a poor, poor, poor campaign. Very poor. A lot of people should be fired. Campaign manager, the leader of the opposition, Aubrey Norton, he should have resigned right away. He should resign in shame. I'm telling you, because once you fail, if you run a campaign like that, most time the campaign manager supposed to resign. The opposition supposed to out. If he undid it, what he bringing to the table? He changed face in parliament, but he's still running at the back, and people's like, it's the same old, same old. Why they didn't understand? People were fed up with them, the same old, same old. And then he's still there. You think what people think? What do you think supporters think? It's the same thing. You're running it from the back. It's no change. I'm telling you. People are very serious. And it's like same old thing. That's what people fed up on, the same old thing we seeing. You understand? So we see what's gonna happen. But all what I'm saying is that to the PNC supporters, before you start dragging people that make a choice, move over to an next party, you know, just watch at your leaders. All your leaders accountable. Why did they not give these people position? Why they did not hold these people in the party? You understand? Why they didn't do that? You understand? But you come in, dragging these people because they went over to PPP and you think the position that PPP gave them, oh, you say, oh, but you're more qualified and they give you this. But guess what? The same qualification they have. I should say sorry. And guess what? PNC didn't give them anything, look over them with the same qualification that now PPP give them. If you think it didn't, come up to the position and value to the qualification, but guess what? They were fighters for PNC, and PNC did do anything for them with the same qualification that you guys are laughing at now. Hey guys, this is your girl Tia. You know what I mean. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Let's clock that tick.